Hello everyone. Thank you for your wonderful response for my first episode. Now in this episode I will be discussing about the 5G ecosystem cycle. The 5G from network to value creation to monetize. This presentation will be based on World Economic Forum report, GSMA, IHS Market and other industry case studies. So what is the 5G ecosystem cycle? According to the World Economic Forum report, creating new values across industry and society. Basically, it consists of six stages as defined by this report. As you can see in this page, uh, the 5G ecosystem cycle is based on interdependencies across all key areas of the ecosystem and the need for certain action to occur in each of these areas to initiate and maintain momentum. So the cycle consists of spectrum, impact services, devices, infrastructure and security. So we are going to discuss this case by case stages with the examples. So let's move on. So in the first stage, the spectrum. So spectrum is the oil of the 5G ecosystem, without which no 5G network, infrastructure or device can operate. According to the GSMA 5G spectrum public policy paper, it consists of three bands which are low, medium and high, which I'm going to show you in this report. As you can see in this uh, slide, that the 5G spectrum in three broad ranges: low band, which is below the 1 gigahertz. As you can see in the left, these are the ranges are defined, which provide wide area and in-building coverages. Mid band between 1 to 8.4 gigahertz. In the left side you can see the ranges are defined and it provides city-wide capacity. And high bands or waves, which is above 24 gigahertz, which support the high capacity over short distances. In this report, the very in-depth spectrum cases are discussed. For example, like how have regulators made 5G spectrum available. Full power license spectrum is vital to the success of 5G. It's a very good document, but I'm not going to cover this all. So moving back to the slide here, the next stage covers the infrastructure, which build the network consist of, for example, like edge computing, 5G standalone core, fiber backhaul, enablers, NFP, SDN operand, network slicing. So these are the diagram. You can see that infrastructure is the foundation for any technology and so for the 5G as well. So the third stage is security, enablers of the 5G era. Security by design. 5G was built with stronger security than 4G, including better encryption, identity protection, and authentication. Key controls, mutual authentication, network between network and devices, encrypted subscriber IDs protect user privacy, strong encryption for data traffic, network slicing, security. Limitation and challenges, more complexities, supply chain risk, virtualization, cloud layer introduce new vulnerabilities, need for ongoing monitoring and global cooperation. So the business firming trust is essential. Without robust security, enterprise in healthcare, energy manufacture will hesitate to adopt 5G at scales. So while looking at the security, according to the GSMA 5G era security control and their limitations, they are describe security by designs. Some of the example they shown: mutual authentication, open network, 5G deployment models, subscriber and device protections, network protection, technology leveraged by 5G, legacy generations, GSMA 5G security activities. like fraud and security growth, future network programs, LTE to 5G comparisons. So these are some good example highlighted by the GSMA. So in the fourth stage, it mentioned about the adoption and integration. Two of the example highlighted in manufacturing by Ericsson Smart Factory, and the other is healthcare. So moving forward, as you can see by the Ericsson, USA 5G Smart Factory recognized as the global lighthouse by the World Economic Forum. Uh, it identified as the fourth industrial revolution pioneer, integrated environment system designed to reduce energy consumption by 24% and indoor water usage by 75%. The factory runs on 100% renewable electricity. Through agile ways of working and robust industrial IT architecture, the 5G Smart Factory team developed 25 use cases in 1 year to be deployed at scale within 12 months. So these are one of the examples here. The forum has awarded the site with its prestigious Global Lighthouse designation as recognized of excellent deployment of next generation technology of the site. Another example is the connected uh, ambulance. The UK trial supported by European Space Agency combines advanced cellular and satellite connectivity to ensure paramedics have continuous access to the information they need. NHS and CSU is working with East of England NHS Ambulance Trust to trial a new connectivity solution designed by Accelerate Technology to enable ambulance to provide a greater level of care in the field. The key focus of this trial is to test how connectivity can support emergency service to ensure patients receive efficient and effective emergency care in the right place first time. So this is one of the example by GSMA, a good document which highlighted about the connected ambulance here. Now the stage 5 is the impact by economic and social value, uh, which is highlighted by again the uh, World Economic Forum documents. Uh, Moving further, basically it realizes economic and social value of 5G, call for an effective approach to 5G deployment, and it categorized the stakeholders into four, like regulator, policymakers, enterprise organizations and associations, service technology provider, public-private partnership organizations, as highlighted here in these documents. The below summary highlighted the key challenges across this area by the stakeholders. For example, like the stakeholder covered by all the stakeholders, and the challenges is, for example, like new funding models for fiber deployment ownerships. Another is the services. For example, the challenge is lack of incentive for cross-industry collaboration. Some economic and social value are highlighted here in this document. Identify the social impact area to which 5G enabled technologies can contribute. This is the 5G sector use cases. As you can see in this diagram, fixed wireless access from milestones to milestone until 2025, less than 25 millisecond for FWA. Moving forward for the smart factory, latency should be below 5 milliseconds. Then real-time banking, widespread IoT, smart cities and agriculture. This report, the source is 5G strategy and World Economic Forum. Some 5G use cases analysis are discussed here. Case studies like Nokia in cooperation with Omron. Another case studies for robotics, aerobotics, functional drivers, Schneider Electrics, and yeah, this is something interesting about the 5G potential for economic and social value across industry sectors. So here it specifies specific industry sectors that will be significantly impacted by 5G were explored focus on several key areas. for example, identification of high impact areas across selected vertical industries, collecting of most promising use case by impact area, mapping of use case requirement and 5G connectivity features, quantification of socio-economic impact of use cases across sectors, bottom-up approach, mapping of connectivity industry trends of impact area use case, top-down approach, evaluation of cross-industries perspective and collaboration opportunities. Some are defined by UN SDGs, have been used as a framework. Below are the analysis. For example, in manufacturing, the key trend is increasing volatility from business cycles and product life cycles, smart factory advance. For example, sample use cases are smart factory floors. Some SDG impacted are discussed. Factories of the future have a smart and automated manufacturing. Healthcares are discussed here. Retail, energy. So, so in the last stage of the ecosystem cycle is the collaboration in ecosystem alignment, which we discussed in our first episode about the platform orchestration among different sectors, healthcare, logistics, enable development about the eco and recurring revenue. So wrapping up this, that the 5G play a key role when the ecosystem become more efficient, not just the speed. Then through by building up a partnership within the platform ecosystem, help the key players to generate value and monetize. These are the references. So I'm now winding up my presentation here, and I hope you enjoyed this